This afternoon, we bring you four major stories shaping conversations across Nigeria, from power and politics to policy, pop culture, and the everyday struggle of consumers. We begin in Rivers State, where politics is once again heating up. Reports suggesting that the son of former Rivers State Governor and current FCT Minister Nyesom Wike may be preparing to contest for political office have triggered strong reactions. For some Nigerians, this is simply democracy at work. Every citizen has the right to contest. For others, it raises concerns about political dynasties, inherited influence, and whether the political space is truly open to all. In a state already known for intense political competition, this development brings fresh questions about fairness, internal party democracy, and voter trust. And from Rivers State, we move to Abia State, where Governor Alex Oti has signed the Abia State Senior Citizens Bill to law. The law is aimed at protecting elderly citizens and improving their welfare. At a time when many elderly Nigerians struggle with healthcare, income, and social support, the real test will be impact, not intention. Next, to a story that has dominated social media and casual conversations nationwide. Music global star Davido has surprised Chioma's mother, his in-law, with an early birthday celebration, drawing widespread attention and praise. For many, it is a heartwarming family moment. For others, it reflects how celebrity lives easily become national discussion points. And finally, a consumer rights issue that affects millions of Nigerians daily. A lady has gone public to accuse vendors of charging illegal VAT. Her complaint has struck a nerve, with many Nigerians sharing similar experiences. This brings us to the heart of the matter. Who is legally allowed to charge VAT? How much should be charged? And why enforcement appears weak? And as prices rise and trust between consumers and sellers continues to dwindle, this issue highlights the need for clearer rules, stronger regulation, and better public awareness. Good afternoon once again, and welcome to Aside Hot, Writer and Active Citizens. I'm your host, Sharon Enenchuku. Joining me live in the studio, I have with me Ms. Genevieve Okeke. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm very well. You look good. You look good.
Like you too.
Also joining us via Zoom for the first time, we have Ms. Ifeoma Akunde. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Sharon. Thank you for the introduction.
Oh, yes. Good afternoon and welcome. This is your first time in Active Citizens. We are so happy to have you here. We hope to see you more often.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
All right. I love the energy already, but let's get it straight to the videos making round on social media. We're starting with I would love us to start with this issue about VAT and taxes, right? We know that before now, the government came out to say that January 1st, that they are going to be tasking us on our incomes, people who earn from a certain amount of money, but low income earners will not be taxed. And I think the really interesting thing about what they said and about the date was it being on January 1st. So immediately we crossed over to the new year. Everybody really started fidgeting, and it has caused a whole lot of different reactions. We'll take one that we saw and then we'll return to the studio.
They are taxing people by themselves. They are collecting what they call. Ikeja people were taxing people. Ikeja people are taxing people by themselves. They are taxing people by themselves. They are collecting what they call VAT. Somebody came there and person got something of 3 million naira. They said the guy should pay VAT of almost 250k or 300k aside from his 3 million naira. He should pay 300k for VAT. A girl came there and she got something of, I think, 2.something million naira. She should pay 200k, I'll be 250k for VAT. I don't understand. Me, I came there to buy something of 400k. They said I should pay for VAT. I told them not to worry, that I have cash. I gave them cash of 300k and I said I was going to transfer 100k. They said I would still pay for VAT for my 100k down to transfer. Please, is this what the government was talking about? Government, is this what you people sent them to do? If people are collecting VAT, please are collecting VAT. They're already helping you guys to do the tax. Is this what you people send them? If they collect VAT for everything we are buying, are we still going to pay for tax? Are we still going to pay for tax? I just want to know, because I don't understand. How will I buy something and they're telling me to pay VAT? VAT of 400k, VAT of 300. Are we still going to pay for tax? That's what I want to know. Please, people should explain. We learn every day. I want to be educated. Please, you people should explain to me. I want to know.
300k and above, and this is happening in Lagos. But I'm going to get your perspective on this issue, Ms. Genevieve, because she asked a valid question. She asked, is this how it's going to be done? Do I pay for VAT when I buy stores and later be expected to pay for taxes? But let me get your take on it.
I think this whole VAT issue, first of all, we have to look at how the VAT is being made, who is meant to instigate VAT and all that. I did a little bit of research, and I found out that it's business owners who have an annual turnover of 25 million or more. They will register for VAT and charge on their supplies.
Even people who earn about £1 million, people who earn 800k and above are even supposed to pay for VAT.
They're supposed to pay for VAT. So, but the thing there is, this VAT money is not supposed to be as high as we are hearing. It's supposed to be almost just like your electronic charge, the 15 naira levy charge that they do charge you when you do transfers or when transfers money enter into your account. It's almost supposed to be equivalent to that. It's not supposed to be as high as that, because it's quite outrageous that you're coming to pay, you buy a goods of 3 million and they're telling you to pay VAT of almost 300,000. It doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
So it needs to be looked upon. I feel like this whole tax issue is making a lot of people. That's one thing about Nigerians. When the government brings out information, brings out things that disputes the environment, there are people that prey on it to get their own selfish gain. So I think this is what is happening here.
And I think also the fact that it's very confusing and it is new for Nigerians.
The whole thing,
the procedures, the processes, and
the tax, the VAT.
I get that. And I also think the fact that people are confused and people are scared of paying for these taxes, and that is why we are seeing and hearing things as business owners charging as much as 300 to 200k for VAT. How do they calculate that, and how do they come to that amount? But I'm coming to you, Ifoma. What's your take exactly on this story?
Well, VAT, which is value added tax, is supposed to be tax that the people who are manufacturing those things are supposed to add.
Exactly.
For example, this is a pen. If I'm the one manufacturing this pen, I'm supposed to add all the expenses and all that, and then add it to the price. So that means I'm adding tax to this pen when I'm selling it. So if somebody comes and buy this pen for me, that means indirectly the person is paying tax too.
Yes,
so I don't know if this new wave of the changes the current changes, if it's now affecting how VAT used to be. But that was how VAT used to be. I don't know if this new wave of tax. And I think another thing again is misinformation, because this new system is causing anxiety. I think it's making Nigerians anxious. And then of course people will use that to take advantage and then give out misinformation. So for me, I'm really surprised as to what the lady was saying, but it begs the question, what is really happening? I don't know what is really true and what is not true.
I really think that the Federal Inland Revenue Service supposed to look into this, because every VAT that is being taken is being remitted back to them. So obviously they're supposed to look into all this. I think they're even supposed to come out and make a notice if this tax that's coming on, everything that has to do with the tax, if it's going to affect the way VAT usually goes on.
Yes. So you feel like there's also a gap in communication from the federal government down to the people, so that they have an understanding of what exactly is going on and what is to be expected. Has there been any change in the way they've been normally taxed in the past? Someone was telling me that they paid their electricity bill, and they explained that they had their VAT removed once they were paying for it already, right? And you know that before now, Ifoma, we heard people coming out to say that change your narration, right? When you're receiving money, yes, tell the person to change the narration for the money. And the federal government had to come down to clear the air that they really do not read your narrations, and it's not about narrations and taxes. And I think the majority of the bulk of the problem here is that people are misinformed. People don't know how these things work, right? And I'm just asking, do you think that the time